Hi, everybody. I am Sherry Hudson Passy, and I am on the SLIG committee. And today I have got these wonderful attendees of Jan Joyce's SLIG course, Assemblage, Preparing, Writing, and Revising Case Studies. We are going to talk about some of our experiences, and I'm excited about today too, because for once I am in this course.
Mm.
So I will not monopolize the conversation. I just want to say I have loved every minute of it. It has been so wonderful. This is a fabulous, fabulous course, and I'm glad I've gotten my opportunity to take it. So let's take a few minutes and talk about some of the things that we've been learning. Does anybody have a favorite technique that they've learned?
Mm.
For me, it was taking everything and making that blueprint, the
Oh, I
blueprint that
love
Kim
that.
showed us, and then I did
Yeah.
mine on my green screen because it was the only thing that I could pull up. It didn't use any wall space, and to be able to, you know, put my thoughts in that blueprint format, and to be able to move things around if I didn't like it. So I loved that one. I think that was like this light bulb moment, going, yes, I can do this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think that
really love that. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I think that's the same for me. I found two formats I can actually use that in. One, a trifold board where it's huge for doing a
Yes.
case study and moving things around. But I also adapted it to a smaller little one that I can travel with because I feel like I
Oh,
can use it for writing articles. So as well as doing portfolio work or client
perfect.
work, I can use a big board at home. But I've got a smaller one if I'm just writing something
Oh, I love
else.
that.
And so I
I
like that I
love
could
that.
adapt it. So
That's
multiple
a
usage for that technique.
that's a great idea. Anybody else?
I
What?
really loved the blueprint as well.
Yeah.
It gave me an opportunity to be able to move things around so I wasn't frozen and stuck with
Yes.
my writing. That
Yes.
opened up such a freedom for me that I had never enjoyed before. So I
Wow.
loved it.
I did too. Such a great idea. I'd never heard of doing things like that before. And I like the cutting apart of the articles too,
Yeah.
and to, print out your own, cut it apart, see if you can move things around.
Yes.
There's so many different techniques in this course that if one thing doesn't work for you, another might.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Or
these
yeah,
two techniques you're just mentioning were really
hmm
revolution. They were revolutionary for me. This
yes,
whole idea of moving stuff around, because for me in the past, writing had always been about, carefully assembling very
yes,
delicate bits of evidence into just the right coherent whole. And
right.
and once I achieved that, it was like a house of toothpicks. I better not
Yeah,
touch it.
yeah,
And the whole idea that it's not
exactly.
it's not a house of toothpicks. I can actually
Yeah,
cut
I
it
think we
up,
all
chop it,
relate to
move it
that.
around. It's like, oh my God, writing's not so delicate as I
Yeah.
thought.
It's not so hard after all.
I
Mhm.
did that
Anybody?
on my current narrative I'm working on, and I cut it
Uh-huh.
apart because it didn't flow very well. And I cut it
Yes.
apart and redid it, and it worked wonderful.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah. I decided that what I want to do is
Yeah.
every single one of these strategies. And I have kind of developed a little schedule for my own portfolio work and the
hmm
my own case study where I would be able to go through all of these techniques because every single one of them were so fabulous
Oh,
and
yes.
all of them brought out different things. I love the way that she had us look at the different aspects each week. And
Yeah.
so it was very, very, I think it's just an excellent schedule to follow through for all my
hmm
work, actually. I
Mhm.
loved
Right.
it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And Jan herself, she's such a great instructor.
Oh,
And she's
yeah.
a lot of fun.
Amazing.
She does things differently than
Yeah.
others. And so she's put together such a great team. So everything in this course was just, like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
I
That
agree.
will work.
Every
That
week.
will work for me. I liked the verbal strategies too, reading things out loud, having word read it back to you. Just so many of those different things. Did anybody find that that was good for
Yeah,
them?
I did.
Good.
I was so surprised by this one because when Deborah started teaching us about transcribing, I thought, I don't know. This doesn't really sound like I'm going to get anything out of it. But you know what? The magic is at home when you do the work. So I'm like, I'm going
Yes,
to do the work, and I did it,
exactly.
and it was like you said earlier. It was just my aha moment where
Hmm.
when I transcribed it, I realized that my writing was a mess. Like it was such a it had like an identity crisis. It's like, am I
Hmm.
a narrative? Am I a case study? I don't know. I've got pieces of this and pieces of that. And I didn't realize it until I transcribed it. And I was like, wow, this worked for me really
Oh,
well. So it
that's
was kind of
great.
fun.
I had
That,
the same experience and breaking it down, doing the transcription and
hmm.
just looking at every sentence, sentence by sentence,
Yes,
made a huge difference for me because I could make notes in the margins
right.
and you know, then when I revised things, it made a lot more sense.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
I've also found that the way that she showed us about doing the headings and just all those kind of things, putting it together to begin with has helped. And I noticed I'm in an NGSQ study group, and I noticed when I was reading the article to then talk about, I looked at it in a whole nother way. So just really reading
Yeah.
those headings, could I take all those headings and understand what the article was going to be about without reading anything? All those kind of tips that she talked to us about, the talking about our citations was great too. And Jan's very, if it doesn't belong in there, take it out. If it doesn't belong in there, take it out, and I think for some of us that's hard to do too.
Yeah.
Even last night, after all of this curriculum, I was reading things through and I got to parts that I said, so what?
So what?
So
Exactly.
what?
Y'all are
And
going to
I
want to take
was
this course
cutting,
just to learn what
cutting,
so what means.
cutting, cutting. And it was incredible. But I too really enjoyed the can we look at the headings and the segues and the midpoint
Yes.
summaries? Can I
Yes.
look at that and
Yeah,
follow where this is going?
right.
And I really learned, how to get some more descriptive words and even action words
Hmm.
and verbs in those
Right.
headings, those subheadings. And for me,
Yeah.
that was really powerful. That kind of helped me organize my thinking. Uh,
Yes.
and
Yes.
I found that I had the greatest breakthroughs in my own writing doing the exercises I was most resistant to.
Yes.
Like
Hmm.
there were two of them, and I will not
Yeah.
name them, but there were two of them that I was like, really? I don't think that's for me. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I did it. I figured I'm
Good
in this
for
course,
you.
it's 35 hours, and I had like this most amazing aha moment in this one exercise that I was so resistant to. It's literally when I went from becoming a technician to becoming a writer. I was
Ah,
I was
That's
previously
awesome.
a technician. I was
yeah.
assembling facts and evidence like into that toothpick house I mentioned.
Right.
And then suddenly it's like, no, this is create. I think it was reading my hearing my own words or something. I thought,
Yes.
I created that.
Yeah.
And suddenly writing was creative. It wasn't just technical. And it was an extraordinary, extraordinary moment. It was worth
Oh.
every moment of the
Oh,
course.
I love that.
I
I love
agree.
that so much. How did
That
y'all feel about the Shannon and the standards? I know we did that a while
Oh,
back,
I
but
always love her. She's just
yeah, she's
fabulous. Yeah.
great. But sometimes
Every
people,
single instructor was
yeah,
absolutely fabulous. This
yeah,
team was amazing. And
yeah,
that is really the absolute bottom truth.
yeah.
Every single one of them brought so much to the course. It was fabulous.
It was, and it's nice. I mean,
Jen,
whether you're on the clock or not, seeing
Yeah,
where your writing fits into the standards because you want to do that type of work anyway.
right.
So that was wonderful.
I think
Yeah.
what was surprising for me, given that it's a class called Assemblage, that how much it's paired really with deconstruction and to having
Yeah,
to pull everything apart and look at it.
yeah,
And the fun of also being able to pull away from the computer. So a lot of techniques have you separate
yes,
digital media
yes,
and
Mhm.
come back. It felt like, yet you need to figure out how to go line by line and find
exactly.
work for us. And lots of them in this course
Yeah,
really do work. As you're saying, Laura, it's almost like every single one you can do something.
right.
Um, but I like being able to take that step back, pull everything apart, put it back together using different techniques, and then bring it back to the digital medium. And they were
Exactly.
encouraging
Yeah.
that and the fun of it. It felt sometimes like arts and crafts, where we were with our cutting things up or
Yeah.
using.
Yeah.
So fun. And she gave us a lot of tools too. I mean, we have worksheets
Oh, yeah.
and Robin, thanks for being here. Just open up your mic and you just comment with whatever you want. We're just kind of giving our favorite
Sure.
our techniques and talking about the tools and the different instructors and just kind of
Well, I thought the whole class was absolutely fantastic. And what I really liked is that so many options and practical options that we could apply and things I hadn't thought of before, such as reading out loud or
yeah.
Kim Richardson's kind of taking apart and stepping away from your computer
Yeah.
and using the different sticky notes.
Yeah,
I just thought it was
absolutely.
fabulous.
It was
Yeah.
fabulous. It was absolutely fabulous. So
I
go
think
ahead.
Jan used all of the instructors used their strengths. And by
Yes.
sharing each of their strengths, I think it strengthened each one of us in our
Yeah.
abilities to use
That's
those tools.
well said. Yeah,
Syllabus
I
was so
agree.
well done that it's going to be a game-changing tool for me to
Yes.
be able to go back every time I write something. I'm going to go back through
Go
this
back to the syllabus, right?
and double check everything. It was
Yes, it's
fabulous.
fabulous. How
It
about
was
anybody else? How do you think it's going to change your writing?
Oh, definitely.
I
I
think it's going to
actually
change
think,
all of
Really
us.
help it.
yeah, I actually think this course, I mean, it's obviously fabulous for assemblage, but it is a writing course. It is a fabulous tool. All of the tools put together. It's just a fabulous way of being a better writer. I love
Oh,
it.
I agree with you. You can use this. I mean,
Yes.
Susan was talking about how she, is using it for different types of writing. We all
Yeah.
can. It doesn't just have to be, oh, I'm not writing a case study, so I don't need to take this course. Oh my
Right.
goodness. All these tips and the tools and the instructors give us points. You could write anything having this syllabus. The syllabus is golden.
I think
Yeah.
I think
also
too.
another thing is that it takes kind of the subjectivity out of it. You know how when you look at your own writing and you gotta get attached to your words and it's hard to edit that sometimes. But when you use these different tools that she's given us, it kind of makes it more objective to where we can look at it from a different perspective and say, okay, I'm not looking at my writing, I'm looking at the writing, and it gives you what you need to stay objective. And that helped me, I think, probably more than anything, was just those tools and the checklists and the templates. I love all that
And the
stuff.
do's and don'ts. The do's and
Do's
don'ts
and
were
don'ts.
terrific. Yeah.
Yes.
I love
And
that.
we've got a sheet for phrases that we like, and
Yeah.
we've got a sheet
Yes.
for our pet peeves that we don't like when we're going through some writing. So, I mean, it's just been a fabulous, fabulous learning opportunity. Like I said, all the instructors, all the tools, the syllabus, everything is just fabulous with this course. We could be here all day talking about how much that we've learned from this course, but we've got to hop in to our last. Yes,
I just
Kathy.
want to say, I was highly suspicious that she could fill 35 hours of content when I
Oh,
started. I thought, like, this is 35 hours about writing, and I just was suspicious that she could fill it, and she did.
yes,
And it's remarkable. And
yes.
I don't know about you, but it never lost me. I just was
Yeah.
No.
engaged the whole time.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
who
The
knew? So
days flew by. They
Yes.
just flew by. And
Yes.
I would like to also say,
Sure.
for those that may be wondering about taking this course,
Mhm.
you don't have to be a seasoned writer. I'm
No.
fairly new to it, and I found I learned so much, and I was able to keep up, and the support of not only those that were teaching, but the support of our classmates was
Yes.
incredible. And I think that's something that those that are considering maybe taking this course, don't be afraid of your levels.
Yes.
Jump right in and learn
Oh,
all you can.
I
I
love
loved
that.
it.
I
I do
love
too.
that. And that's a fabulous way to end this
A
recording.
fabulous course.
It was great. So
Fabulous.
we
I
do
agree.
encourage everybody, you've got to
Thank you.
take this
Yeah.
course. It is
Oh,
amazing.
yes.
So with
Yeah.
that, we will end so that we can hop back into our very last day.
I know,
of the
it's our
course.
last day.
Thank you so much for
Bye, thank
joining
you.
me. And
Thank
We will see you next time as I talk about another course, and hopefully
Yeah.
I'll do some more of the different student experiences too. So these are always fun to do. So thank you so much. Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks, yeah.